St. Thomas, U.S. Virgin Islands, one of my favorite places to visit. And we're here. All right, we'll bring you guys along. Enjoy. Guys, it's morning time, and today is my favorite island in the Caribbean, St. Thomas, one of my favorite ports. Now, there is the Southern Caribbean, which is completely different than just the U.S. Virgin Islands, so I count this as one of those Eastern Caribbean islands that I enjoy the most. St. Thomas. All right, guys, we're gonna go have some breakfast, and then it's on the shore and seeing the sights. See you soon. Be right back. Bye-bye. We had a window seat this morning, and oh, goody yummies. All right. Open face omelet. Oh, so a frittata today. All right, we'll see what happens here. It sounds delicious. Oh my. Okay, done. That was the easiest decision I've had to make all day. All right, we'll see you guys in a second. All right, guys, got my muffin. Now today they have a banana muffin. Look at that. Oh, look at it. And then of course I had to have the croissant. So way to start my morning, right? All right, I ordered the specials today for breakfast. I'm gonna share it. Hey, if you haven't followed me on Instagram, you would know what I'm doing every day when I'm on a cruise at Jeffrey's Adventures. Give it a shot. Just go, here's a link right here, and click on the link and go ahead and subscribe or follow me. All right, we'll see you soon. All right, guys, my frittata made it, and it had some focaccia bread. Oh my gosh, it looks, yes, thank you. Thank you very much. So we have the frittata. So I'll kind of show you what this all is. So that's a frittata, and then we have the focaccia, polenta, and the sausage. So it all looks good to me. And well, here, I'll try the polenta for you. Oh, let's see.
Strawberry, the apricot, and orange marmalade.
Oh wow, that's delicious. Really good.
I put on the side here.
I'll try the egg.
More.
No, if it's a frittata, it's an open face omelet. Oh.
Strawberry, orange marmalade, apricot.
Strawberry, please.
Strawberry for sir.
Oh, thank you so much.
Where can I put sir?
How about there?
Okay.
Thank you very much. Aw.
By the way, good morning.
Good morning.
Joy.
So friendly. All right, I'm gonna enjoy my breakfast. I'll come and see you afterwards. All right, breakfast was delicious today. Oh wow. All right, we're gonna run back to the cabin, get ourselves situated, and islands, here we come. All right, guys. The moms weren't feeling too well, so they decided to stay behind. So today I'm adventuring off the ship, and I'm trying to find a spot to fly the drone. We'll see what happens. I'll bring you along, of course. All right, guys. So once you get through the hustle and the bustle, it's not too bad. It's nothing like Mexico, that's for sure. But you could just walk right across the street here and just go shopping. So right now I'm currently just waiting for my spot to go across the street, and now we're going. And we're gonna go to all the shops and see what there is to see. Now I'm also going to check to see if my drone is able to take off from here, because all the ships are in port today and I want to get a good aerial shot of all the ships. So if you see that right here, then you know I was able to get it out. We'll see what happens. All right, guys, see you in a minute. Just like in Hawaii, Honolulu, they have a Croc store. I thought that was really cool. Anyway, so they had a couple of their pins that go inside your Crocs on the outside, and they had the taco and they had the hot sauce I lost since I bought mine in Hawaii. The last two stores don't have those. So they're like little collectors that you can put on the outside of your Crocs. If you haven't seen that episode, it's my Honolulu January edition. Yeah, so check it out. That was last year. That was really fun shopping with my daughter. All right, I'll be right back. So one other thing, when you're walking downtown or out of the gated area, is you have to remember that they drive on the left side of the road here. So, you know, when you look across the street, you want to look the opposite directions, because they're driving on the opposite side. So when you get to a crosswalk, you have to look to your left first. Just one of those things, pro tip, you know, because I've been here before and wow, I've seen a lot of, you know, stupid things and you just don't think about it. So anyway, headed over to the gondola, which is just a few blocks away from our ship, and that's just a great attraction. I think it's about $25 to get on. I will verify that by the end of the day, because the moms, they want to go up there. But so I'm standing across the street from there right now, and I'll kind of show you what it looks like. All right, guys, so that's the plan. I'm gonna go a little bit further down. There's the shopping market. It's a big warehouse straight ahead, and I'm gonna check that out and see if I can fly my drone in that area. I'll be right back, guys. So for those of you that have never been to St. Thomas, it is a U.S. colony. So it is not a state, but it is part of the United States Virgin Islands. So you have some of the resources that you do in the United States. The laws are different though. So if you're not sure, just look it up. You can Google what's different. I just bring that to your attention just so you understand. Just because it's a U.S. territory doesn't mean it's exactly the same. Hence why you drive on the other side of the road. Anyway, so I'm almost to the shopping and the gondolas. I'll show you that in just a second. And let's see if we can fly the drone too. All right. So this is the gondola. That'll take you up to the very top of the mountain. One of the higher points of St. Thomas. The Pirate's Treasure. It's a museum. This is a really fascinating place that gives you a description of how the pirates came about in the Virgin Islands and how they traded. I've gone there before. It's really fascinating, and it's a very easy thing to get and do, where it doesn't cost a lot of money. I'm not sure how much it costs today, but back in the day it was only $5. But I've been here in over 20, 30 years. So, but that museum, the last time I was in it was about 10 years ago. Anyhow, I'm gonna go walk across the street here and check out the prices of the sky ride. So this is Sky Ride in St. Thomas. It's a pretty common place to go. It's definitely worth going up. The tickets
I want to say, are around $25. I'm going to see when moms want to go up there later today, so I will be back here to take the gondola up. Right now, I'm in an altitude of 50 meters, but if I walk about 3 more blocks from here, I can go up 500 meters. So that's a significant difference in being able to give you guys an aerial view of the port and how beautiful this island really is. This is a great, healthier alternative, is to walk downtown. And it's not too far. It is a bit of a walk, but if you want to get a good exercise, hike there. And then if you're tired, take the $6 cab back. It's just a healthier way of doing things. And I have been eating a lot of food, as you well know, on that ship. So this is that opportunity for me to walk a while. All right, I'm gonna go walk across this and get out of this traffic, and I'll be back in a minute. Oh, I did forget one thing. It's kind of cool. If you're on a long cruise, you know, I've done a 10-day, 14-day down in the Southern Caribbean. And if you're going to St. Thomas and you need something at a store, there is a Kmart within walking distance. It's just right up the hill here, and it is open, and it has all the things you need at home. So yeah, it's not too far. I'll turn the camera around. There's also a supermarket for water and that kind of stuff, but like if you forgot sandals, that's a great example. In fact, I think Cheryl did that once, and we ended up going to Kmart and we picked up some there. So let me turn the camera around. I'll show you what I mean. Yeah, just right up the hill here, and there it is right back there, straight ahead. It even says Kmart. You can see it from a distance, so not very far. Really interesting is gas prices here for $89, and I'm not sure if that's a liter or by the gallon. Now, the reason why I know quite a bit about St. Thomas, and I'm not an expert by any means, and I don't practice to be, but my friends, they've lived here their lives. So my very good friend who lives in Sacramento, California, has relatives that still live on the island, and they've picked Cheryl and I up over the years and spent the day here with them. And if you're watching, Ron, by the way, I'm in your hometown today, and those of you that have known me a long time know who I do come and see, and his name is Dennis. He's a wonderful guy. There's a great restaurant here that he's taken to us many times called the Shipwreck Club, and it is outstanding. I'm not going to go there today because I do want to do the other sites and go downtown and show you the shopping, because that's something that I wanted to share with you guys on my channel today. But yeah, so I've got a lot of history coming here over the years, and being a part of cruising all my life, I had that exposure and then ran into people over my lifetime that have lived here, and it's been really kind of cool for me to be able to share that experience here. So I wanted to share that with you. All right, I'm going to keep hiking, and let's see. I know I'm in a safe zone to fly, but there is a lot of traffic, and I think I'm going to wait just until I get over to the other side of the bay before I take off. I'm going to try hiking down the road a little bit further. All right, we'll see you guys in a few seconds. So today, my ship is here until 10 p.m. Now that's kind of rare. Usually you're out of port about 4 o'clock. So to have that extra time is very valuable. And that's exactly why I'm excited to be here. I've never been able to stay here in the nighttime. So that's going to be a first for me. All right, guys, I'll be back. All right, guys, so I'm right now at the shops, which is where the Yacht Club is. The Yacht Club is where all the beautiful yachts that you saw behind the ship this morning park. And this is their pier and their docks that they can stop at. And all their shops are in there. So they do have both for cruise ships and for those yachts. Now, the yachts are private yachts, so they do have a hefty fee to park in those spots, but when you have that kind of yacht, you can afford it. And now you can see from here the gondola where it takes you up the mountaintop there. And yeah, so I walked all this way, all the way around, and I would at least say I'm at about a mile right now. Pretty cool, huh? All right. Pretty neat. Let's see, there, better in lighting when I talk this way, right? So absolutely a gorgeous view. And this was no money spent so far. And I get to see all the things that I love to see. And I love water, and I love parks and nature. And it just is so peaceful here. It's too bad the cars are right there, but other than that, wow, what a view of all the ships now. And those are mega ships out there. Could you imagine back in the day, that used to house that same pier 4 smaller ships, like Conquest class ships, is what I'm referring to. And now it can house, it looks like only 3 mega ships. What a huge difference. All right, guys, it looks like I found a park bench with a little bit of shade. That will help me be able to see the drone. If you haven't flown a drone before, these are the types of things you have to deal with, and that is finding a great launching area and then being able to be in the shade so that you can see it. So point is this is my spot. All right, guys, I just had a successful round of drone footage, and I hope you enjoyed everything that I just showed you. What a beautiful, I wish the sun was the other side, because then you would have had a better picture of the ships. And you know, I'm flying my drone into the sun, so, but you know, I'm not complaining. I got it up today and got a little aerial views of downtown. That's kind of special. All right, guys, I'm going to continue walking towards downtown. I am going to take a cab back to the ships, and I'll hang out there. And I'm going to meet the moms for lunch, and then we're going to go up that gondola after lunch. All right, so that's the plan for the rest of the day. Pretty exciting. Hopefully the wind isn't too bad on my mic. It's turning out to be a gorgeous day here. All right, we'll see you guys in a minute. All right, guys, welcome to downtown. This is the beginning of downtown. As you can see, this is where you're gonna find all the shopping. And this is premium shopping, from just being looking for gold or rubies or any type of jewelry. You're gonna find it here. I found many pieces for Cheryl in the Caribbean because of where they get their jewels, and they're a little easier to get your hands on here at a lower price. And so my example is Cheryl and I, before we got married, we bought our jewels in the Caribbean, and then we brought them home and we had our ring sets made. Okay guys, so this is the very beginning of shopping. If you could just go across the street here, you'll be able to access a taxi to get back to the ships very easily. Yeah, very loud here for some reason. Honking here is very common. So if you're in the mood for a Rolex, there's a Rolex store right on the waterfront here. Even St. Thomas has KFC. I think it's funny, but it might be a good spot for a soda, huh? If I'm gonna eat, I'm gonna eat on that ship. That ship's doing wonderful. Well, okay, so I've walked 2.4 miles so far. According to my watch, just prompt me. So this, yeah, it's not too bad, 2.5 miles. Now I get to relax the rest of the day and take a cab home. All right, guys, I found an old restaurant I had been to. I'm talking many years ago, and I don't know if it's the same name or if it's a restaurant that Cheryl and I came to, but it's directly across the cruise port here in downtown, and they have happy hour. Anyway, I thought I would show this to you guys because it literally is where you can get all the cabs. So obviously there's a reason why you get your cab here. So if I'll turn the camera around, you can see where all the cruise ships are at. Just like on the other islands, everywhere we go, including Hawaii, there's always chickens on the road. Why? I don't know. Yeah, so the shopping here is plentiful, like I showed you a few minutes ago. It's absolutely everything you can imagine. And all the shops and all the sites are right here. Absolutely gorgeous. All right, now I'm on the old town cobblestone, brickstone roadways where you're gonna find all of the historical buildings. All right, guys, so this is it. All the shops, you have your gold, silver, diamond, jewels, t-shirts. You've got fine art too. Just anything you can imagine in this right spot here. I'll put a pin drop on my Google map on a link down below where I am exactly. But if you want to make a deal, this is the place. Generally, if you go to a diamond store or any type of gold or jewelry store, you can definitely sit down and have a beverage, and they'll show you each piece individually, and that includes each gemstone. If you don't know what you're doing, this is definitely something you should research before you buy just stones, especially if they're unfinished. I don't wear a lot of bling, but my mom did. So my wife loves it. So this is where I'd go to shop, here or San Juan, Puerto Rico for raw stones. Back in the day, we used to be able to get to Venezuela, and that's where we bought all our rubies. So it depends on what island you're at and what specifics you're looking for. Like you can get blue topaz. There's just so many. Tanzanite's really big here. Rubies, emeralds. You can get it all in here. Now look at, this is what I mean. And they spend time with you and they go through every little detail about each piece. They have plenty of research. Right beside me here is Diamonds International. Now if you're coming to St. Thomas, you can shop around, if you know what I mean. This is a cruise supported shop or store. That's an authorized store, but here in St. Thomas, all these stores are authorized. I assure you. All right guys, I'm gonna go find a cab. I'm gonna head back to the ship, have some lunch with the moms, and then we're gonna go up the gondola. All right, we'll see you in a bit. Across the street from the post office is the traditional flea market. So your little huts that are pop-ups, and you can find them right across the street from the post office downtown. And I'll show you where they are. They're in a park right across the street. And let me show you here. It's a pretty little park. It's in the corner. And this is also where you pick up your taxis, as you can see over here. There's the taxis. Now there are two cruise ports in St. Thomas, if you're not aware. Most of the Royal Caribbean cruise lines are on the right side of the island, facing the bay. And Princess, Norwegian, Holland American, and Carnival, they're on the left side of the bay. And this is where you'll pick up those cabs I was telling you about. Just walk out and someone's gonna yell, taxi to the ship. And you just surely will find one of these vans here. It'll take you right back. So as I said, this is a local flea market. It is nearby the taxi station. And if you were to pan over here to the right, that's where the post office was. There's also a bell. That's a city center bell. I'm not sure if it's, let's go take a look at the bell. Hey guys, I found myself a little taxi. It's got open windows and plenty of seats. And like I said, it's right by the post office. That's where you want to be dropped off and picked up if you're going to come downtown for the $6 rate. Anyhow, all right, I'm on my way. I'll show you the sights.